Good morning, guys and gals. It's your boy JR, aka Lone Wolf's Bushcraft Travels. Went and picked me up some Starbucks. This is a venti vanilla sweet cream cold brew. I usually always order it. Today I ordered it with light ice. Pretty good. I also picked me up a Starbucks breakfast sandwich. Their sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. Look at that. Sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich. This is pretty much my go-to breakfast sandwich whenever I go get a Starbucks breakfast sandwich. Anyways, hope you guys and gals are all doing well out there. Thought I'd share a little bit of Saturday morning with you while I enjoy this Starbucks breakfast sandwich and also my cold brew vanilla sweet cream cold brew coffee. Whoops. Sorry about that. Yeah. Just gonna enjoy my coffee here. Sorry. My camera fell over. Pretty good breakfast sandwich. That's the beauty of going live. Your camera can fall down a little bit. So currently, we got blue skies, a little bit of clouds here in Midwest Indiana. There's a light breeze coming in, and it's probably about, it's close to 78 degrees outside right now. But yeah, we got a slight breeze coming in. And I just want to do, what's funny is I don't go live very often. But every once in a while when I really, some mornings I wake up and really want to do a live stream. Highly recommended. Like I said, this is one of my favorite go-to breakfast sandwiches. Highly recommended. Really, really good. And it's the sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich at Starbucks. And then I'd highly recommend my venti vanilla sweet cream cold brew coffee. It's really good. And the little light breeze that's coming in here is really nice. So I'm chilling out here on the south side. I'm just outside of Home Goods and Marshalls and Ross and Sportsman's Warehouse here on the south side. Wanted to get a little breakfast in, and then after I get my breakfast in, I may go check out the outdoor gear at Sportsman's Warehouse, and then after that I may check out Ross, Marshalls, and then Home Goods. I hope you guys and gals are doing well out there. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Of course, some of my viewers are over in the Philippines, and it's a 12 hours. So it's Saturday morning here, but over there it's Saturday evening over in the Philippines. But here in America, where I'm at, Midwest Indiana, it's morning, Saturday morning. I don't always get to do this on a Saturday morning. Some Saturday mornings I majorly sleep in. And I kind of crashed late late Friday evening, I kind of crashed. So I'm kind of surprised I'm up this Saturday morning. I'm surprised I didn't sleep in longer because I stayed up Friday evening. Yeah, if some of you have not gone into Sportsman's Warehouse, they have a variety of camping, lots of fishing items in Sportsman's Warehouse. They have all kinds of grills, outdoor grills at Sportsman's Warehouse. What else do they have? They have a gun store inside Sportsman's Warehouse, which is cool. So yeah, and all kinds of hunting gear and fishing and camping gear. And I think they got 511 brand clothing in Sportsman's Warehouse. They got some other outdoor clothing brands as well. I'm afraid I'm going to mispronounce the names of some of those clothing brands. But anyways, 511 clothing brand in Sportsman's Warehouse. I think the other clothing brand is HUK. I didn't want to. I think a lot of people that do a lot of fishing buy that clothing brand. And I can't remember how long Sportsman's Warehouse has been here on the south side. This Sportsman's Warehouse happens to be in Greenwood, Indiana. Greenwood, Indiana. Oh, that was really good. I remember when Dick's Sporting Goods, Dick's Sporting Goods used to sell rifles and shotguns. And then they just simply stopped doing it. And so yeah, that was kind of a trip when Dick's Sporting Goods did that. But anyway, Sportsman's Warehouse looks like they have a full-size gun shop inside Sportsman's Warehouse. So I think one time I had a chance to go deer hunting with a friend. This is many years back, and I didn't take him up on that offer. My rule is if I were to go deer hunting, I have to, whatever deer I would get, I would have to make sure it either is going to be donated, the meat would be donated, or that I would eat it myself. So, and most guys, I want to say one of the guys I follow on YouTube, Joe Rogan, he's an avid hunter, and he freezes a lot of the meat that he hunts, which is cool. So I mainly do the bushcraft stuff and the camping stuff and the travel stuff. So I've never done hunting. But like I said, the rule I have if I ever do go hunting would be I have to eat whatever I'm hunting or donate it. So I want to say there's hunts in different parts of Alaska where if the hunters are not going to eat what they, most hunters I'm assuming do eat what they, I'm imagine that's the whole experience, knowing how to knowing how to dress game, prepare game to be cooked. So I imagine a lot of hunters do that. So, or I imagine that's the whole experience. So, but yeah, I mainly stick with the bushcrafting, camping, and travel. I really love travel. I'm hoping between next January and February I make travels back to Peru, South America is what I'm hoping. So Yeah, I'm hoping to go back to Peru. Oh my God, I always have a good time when I'm in Peru, South America. Fresh seafood. I don't know how many people out there are seafood lovers, but a lot of the restaurants are really close to the ocean, and some of the best probably some of the best ceviche in the world. If you guys aren't familiar with ceviche, it's a seafood dish in Peru, South America. It's a mixture of different types of seafood in one dish. Um, it's called ceviche. It's a mixture of different fish, probably fish, shrimp, and anyways, a varieties of different fish, and it's simmered in lemon and lime sauce. It's not cooked. And when I first heard that, I didn't even want to try it. And then after I tried it, I fell in love with Peruvian ceviche, and it's really, really good. And like I said, I don't know, maybe I'm biased. I think probably some of the best ceviche in the world is probably in Peru, South America. And there's also all kinds of ceviche that Peru makes. I just like the regular classic ceviche they have, which, like I said, it's a mixture of octopus, fish, and sometimes they throw in shrimp there. But probably your classic ceviche is one of my favorite that I like in Peru, South America. So, and I usually let you guys know when that trip's gonna get closer. So as I get closer to formalizing and getting airline tickets, I'll let you guys know as that trip gets closer to being a reality. Last year, I went during December. So last year I was in Peru in December and January, so I got to ring in Christmas in Peru, but I also got to ring in the New Year. That was fun. And I did that last year. That was a lot of fun. And each time I'm in Peru, I really try to soak it up because I don't know when the next time I'll get to go to Peru, South America. So my wife is from Peru, South America, and so yeah, she's Peruvian, and that's why I really dig on Peru. I think one of my dreams is to maybe, I'd still stay here in Indiana, but maybe live half of the year in Peru. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. I don't know what hoops I have to jump to make that a reality, especially after I retire. Hey, what's up? How's it going? I'm just responding to someone that said hi in the comments that just flashed on the screen. So welcome to my live. I was just talking about thanks for the like. I appreciate that. Thanks for sharing out. I appreciate it. So yeah, as that trip gets closer, I'll let you guys know when. But like I said, this time I'll probably go in late. Oh, good morning. So this time I'll probably go later in January, and maybe a little bit into February. Last year I was in Peru late in December and into January. This time I'll probably wait until the holidays are over and go late in January. Maybe spend January and maybe a little bit of February in Peru. But yeah, I can't say enough about Peru, man. Last time I was there, we went to a place called Paredes, which is in San Bartolo, not too far from San Bartolo Beach in Peru, South America. And then there's another place not too far, which makes anticuchos. And anticuchos is cow heart, and that's really good. And then they also make lomo sentado, which is a steak dish, which is really, really good. Lomo sentado, if you're not familiar with that, it's a steak dish. It has rice, and it obviously has steak in it, and then it's got large fries in it as well. It's called lomo sentado. It's really one of my favorite go-to Peruvian meals. I like steak meals. So yeah, there's a really cool steak place that's not too far from San Bartolo Beach, and then there's a really cool seafood place. Um, both places I've made YouTube videos on. So hope you have a great day. You too as well. Have a good day. Thanks for sharing out the live. I appreciate it. I saw their message pop up on the live. Yeah, thanks for sharing out the live. So yeah, the fact that there's a really cool steak place not too far, really cool Peruvian steak restaurant not too far from San Bartolo Beach is awesome. And also there's a really cool Pereires, which is the seafood place, which is really, really good. Really awesome. So it's so funny living here in Midwest Indiana. Because any kind of seafood that gets here probably has been delivered and traveled really far, you know. So, but when you're in South America, Peru, you know, your restaurants are right there by the ocean. So, so yeah, you can really taste the difference when you're in parts of the world that are close to the ocean that has seafood, and then parts of the world, like in case of Midwest Indiana, USA. So those, yeah, the Philippines, yeah. So I got a viewer commenting here from the Philippines. So now that's a place I've yet to visit. I can say the Philippines looks, or I've talked to people who have visited the Philippines, and they do mention that it's warm. So they do mention it's really warm. So that's pretty cool. But I'm gonna turn this on a second. I'm live streaming from my car. I could hear people in the background. Turn this off. Yeah, that's better. Like I said, I could hear. I don't want to pick up anyone's conversation while I'm live streaming. So so yeah. So yeah, like I said, places, yeah, places that are close to the ocean. I was at a place called Pimentel. Now, when I visited Pimentel, I had to take another flight to get to Pimentel while I was inside the country of Peru. So, so that was really cool. And yeah, last time I was in Peru, me, my daughter, and my wife, we got to go to another place in Peru where we had to take a flight. So some of the places so sometimes when you're in Peru, there's some places that you may have to take a flight, another small flight to get to that place in Peru. So I had a really good time when I was in Machu Picchu. That was pretty cool. I gotta roll down these windows. Let me roll down these bad boys. Like I said, I'm live streaming in my car. Oh my God, that feels so much better. It feels a lot better. Like I said, we got that cool air coming through. But yeah, like I said, this is the beauty of live streaming, where wherever you're at, it can pick up all kinds of sounds. Right now I hear the sounds of little birds. I'm sure the mic might be picking up a little wind breeze that's coming through here. But yeah, and I'm sure it's like that in other countries, like specifically Peru, South America. When we wanted to go to Pimentel, we did have to take a flight to get to it inside Peru. But oh, now I have enjoyed going to different parts of Peru where tourists may not go as often, so that's been nice. And so that's been really cool. And then a lot of my, like I said, a lot of my trips I've put on video, so you can see the different you can see the different places. All right, I had mute the mic because a set of people were walking by while I was live streaming. Sorry about that mic mute. Hey, long time no see. Hey, what's up, VO Show? How's it going? VO Show, I believe, is a creator from Australia, and yeah, it's been a while. So some of my fellow YouTubers, I got to know a lot of YouTubers during COVID time, and the Osho was one of them, and he's from Australia. And then we got another guy, the Osho, I believe his name is Owen, and he's from Australia. I have another YouTuber friend that's from Australia. His name's Adrian, and he's from Perth, Australia. So a lot of people, oh my God. And then there's Blessed Life. She's from the Philippines. And Penis Habit, I know it's kind of a trippy name. She's from the Philippines. So yeah, there's a lot of creators. I know a lot of creators from the Philippines, and then a few creators from Australia here on YouTube, which is really cool. And there's a bunch of us that would go to each other's lives during that time, during the COVID time. So that was wild. I also, the other content I threw up during COVID time is when I went to Mexico during COVID time. So that was pretty cool. Yep, good memories. That's right. But so yeah, and then now what was surprising after that whole thing was over, after COVID was over, Blessed Life kept going on her YouTube, or Blessed Life kept doing her YouTube, and so did the Osho. Adrian kept doing his YouTube. So some of us, including myself, I still kept doing YouTube. I'm also on TikTok as well, and I'm also on Instagram as well. But and I still do YouTube. Man, I got this one YouTube friend. His name's Josh NC78. His YouTube channel's blowing up. I think he has 30,000 subscribers, and I think he really has found his audience, because the content he puts up really funny content, and comedy really does well on YouTube. He's very, very funny. He's probably an acquired taste. So these 30,000 subscribers have, like I said, he's basically found his audience. I don't know if any of you out there are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but you will be surprised. You do have an audience out there that that may like your content. Now, what's really crazy, I looked at my YouTube analytics. There are times on my YouTube analytics that there's 94% people who haven't subscribed yet, or sometimes it says 96% of people haven't subscribed yet. So I mean, my non-subscribers is around between 94 and 99%. So I almost have 100% of people watching me who like my content who've yet to subscribe. A lot of them do likes, a lot of them do comments, but yet they have yet to subscribe to the channel. But to be fair to that audience, I don't post a lot. it seems like the time I really post a lot is when I'm on my travels. I mean, my top videos I love to do the most are my travel videos. I mean, there's no doubt. I love to live stream when I'm in another country. Um, so, as a matter of fact, I even changed my YouTube channel name. When I first made this channel, at first it used to be called just simply Lone Wolf's Bushcraft. But then I found out I love travel, I love traveling, I love making travel videos. So then it became Lone Wolf's Bushcraft Travels. So I love. So I think that's another thing. Or, you know, if you really find out what you love to make, what kind of videos you love to make, then you're more likely to post often. And like I said, when I hit the travel scene or when I'm on travel, man, I post a lot. So, and my little family knows that because I travel with them. And this venti, yeah, it's really good. It's vanilla sweet cream cold brew coffee, light ice. Oh man, it's so good. But yeah, so that's the content. I'm like, once I got that travel bug, I started making tons of travel content. So, and they're all on their own a playlist there. I have a Mexico playlist of all my travels from Mexico. I also have a Peruvian playlist from all the times I've been in Peru of travels. So there's tons of travel videos you guys can check out. But like I said, I was looking at my YouTube analytics and it was cracking me up. I have, you know, almost 100% of people watching my channel who've yet to subscribe. So, but like I said, to be fair to that audience, probably if I did more short videos, and probably posted more often, I probably the channel probably would grow more. So, but like I said, getting back to this other YouTube channel called Josh NC78, 30,000 subscribers, and but he posts, like I said, this YouTube posts often. So, so yeah, and then the other thing I realized, and I think I told one of my family members this, I'm literally creating a video diary of things that are happening in my life and things that I'm sharing with my audience. And so it's really, it's really cool. Whether I'm doing live streams or whether I'm making a short video or whether I'm making a regular video, I'm literally creating a diary. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, comedy plays pretty well on YouTube. There's tons of people that will subscribe to someone that's pretty funny or has a really good sense of humor. Comedians, I notice a lot of comedians are I'm not a comedian, but I sometimes act like one. But there's a lot of stand-up comedians that are famous that have now, one comedian in particular, he's a white comedian. I can't remember his name offhand. He kind of has blonde hair, it's shaved a little bit. Oh man, what the heck is his name? Anyways, he's a stand-up comedian, and his ticket sales to his live shows got better when he started throwing content on Facebook. And so Facebook for him is still relevant because it adds to ticket sales for a stand-up for a stand-up. So he uses Facebook. This stand-up comedian uses Facebook, TikTok, and I'm assuming I believe he uses Instagram too. So it's wild to see some of these people that are already famous. Of course, their channels the fact that they're already famous, especially if they're a famous stand-up comedian, their channels grow really, really fast. So, anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. I will let you guys know as I mean, it's going to take a little while because that trip won't happen until next January and February. But in between that, I'll try to throw some content for you guys to check out before the Peru trip happens. So since the Peru trip is a little ways down the road, I'll make sure I'll create some content for you guys to check out while we're waiting to hit Peru in January and February. Anyways, thanks to those of you who, thank you for those of you who joined my live this morning. I appreciate you, and for those of you who may end up re-watching this live stream, please consider like, comment, and also subscribing to the channel, because it does help out the YouTube channel. So, and I would say don't do that just for me. Do that to any YouTube content creator whose content you do like and enjoy. Especially if you notice you're going to that YouTube channel a lot. Please consider giving them a subscribe, and also consider giving me a subscribe and comment down below. Yeah, for this live, comment down below places you've traveled to, and also comment down below all the many different things you've got to check out while you were traveling. And just comment down below on this video and let me know the different places you guys have traveled to. I'd like to know, and I'd like to hear what you got to do in those places. I think one of my places I dreamed about traveling to is Japan. So, but what's funny is my little family may not want to go to Japan. But that is on my bucket list, maybe to go travel to Japan one day. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace! Cheers! And once again, thanks for joining the live stream. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Later, Gators. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thank you so much for joining me here on live. And I'll see you guys either in the next video or see you in the next live stream. Peace. Take care. Later, Gators. Take care, everybody.